Hello everyone, my name is Tuttle, and today I'm bringing you guys a quick little guide video to help you guys out who want to become streamers, content creators, or just want to have a better overall mic sound for your gaming communication, etc, etc. And that is going to be a quick tutorial on Voicemeeter Banana. So I'm going to try to make this simple and quick because I know there's a lot of tutorials out there that really encompass a lot and maybe too much that you don't really need. So I'm going to try to make this quick. So I suggest that you watch the full video first because there is certain points where your audio might cut out and you might not be able to hear anything. So you might not be able to follow along with the tutorial. So I suggest that you watch the whole video first, kind of get the steps down. It should be pretty simple, and then go ahead and do it on your own and follow along with the video if you need it. Alright, so first you're going to download Voicemeeter Banana, which I will link down in the description below. It's a free software, no purchase necessary. And then you're going to come over here to your hardware input 1. This is just going to be a setup for one microphone. So you come to your hardware input 1 and you select your microphone that you usually use. In my case, I use the Yeti stereo microphone. I use the WDM drivers. There's also KS driver and MME driver if you need to switch those up for any sort of reason. But I would suggest just starting off with the WDM driver. Next, you're going to come over to A1, select your hardware output, which is what you usually listen through. So mine is my Astro Mix Amp, which goes straight to my headphones here. Select that. And then in your hardware input 1, you can adjust your audibility noise gate, as I have mine set to 7, and then my fader gain is set to 3.5. That way the microphone doesn't pick up background noises, keyboard clicks when I don't want it to. And then you're going to set this to go to B1. That's the only one you're going to set your hardware input 1 to go to. And then hardware input 2 and 3, we're just going to mute those out for now. Like I said, this is just a one microphone setup. And then your virtual inputs, your Voicemeeter virtual audio input output, you're going to set that to go to A1. That's all you're going to set it to. And then your aux, you can just mute that out for now. We're not going to be using that one. You can use it in the future if you really need to. And that is going to be all the setup you need for Voicemeeter. And then you're going to need to go down to your sound settings here, open those up. If it's Windows 7 machine or something like that, it's going to be a little bit different, but just get to your sound devices, your sound properties, and you're going to set your default device as Voicemeeter input VB audio, Voicemeeter voice audio input output. You're going to select that device, and then for your input device, it's going to be the Voicemeeter output, the same one. Make sure that you don't select the aux because that's not the virtual cable that we're using. Just use the normal one, Voicemeeter output, input output right here. So you're going to select each of those, and then if you need to set this up so that your microphone picks up on OBS Studio, on Discord, on any other communications device, you're going to do that exact same thing in the settings. So for example, for Discord, you would go to the sound settings and you would select your input device as the Voicemeeter output, and then the output device as the Voicemeeter input. You're going to do the exact same thing for any software that you need, and that's going to be the full setup that you need. But now this is where the magic happens. This is how you make the voice sound a little bit better, the microphone quality sound better, because the default setting for the Blue Yeti is not very good, but the way I have it set up right now, it sounds a lot more crisp, a lot more bassy. It just sounds a lot better overall, and that is the EQ mode. So underneath this master section area, you have this EQ button. You're going to right click it. So obviously mine just turned off. It sounds a little bit different. You're going to right click it, turn that EQ mode on. That way it'll automatically be set for when you need it. And then we're going to right click it, which will open up this second little web page here of Voicemeeter. And I want you to go ahead and just copy these settings that I currently have. I'll allow you some time here. You can pause the video to get them exact. Hopefully you'll be able to see them pretty clearly. You should be able to. And make sure that you match the buttons on the side as well for this first and last input and output here. So you're just going to modify it to these settings, and that'll make your voice sound nice and crisp. You can obviously mess around with these settings as you see fit in the future if you really want to mess with that. But just to keep things simple, here's a nice little setup that I already use. And that is all you're going to need to do to make your mic sound so much better. You're not going to pick up that noise around you by adjusting the audibility gate and the fader gain. You'll be able to block out any noises behind you and set up when your microphone picks up, and then with that EQ mode, you'll be able to make your voice sound nice and crisp and nice and bassy. It'll sound a whole lot better for your fans and for your fellow teammates that you're playing with. And then just a few other tips and tricks for Voicemeeter. This is kind of just afterthoughts. If you want to be able to hear yourself and test your own volume, just come to this hardware input 1 and click on A1, and that'll make it so you can hear yourself. You might be able to hear me twice, I'm not for sure. But that'll make it so you can hear yourself through your headphones, and you can just kind of test what you sound like right there. And then if you ever have Voicemeeter issues, for example, if your sound starts to get crackly in your headphones, or people are complaining that your mic is making weird noises, just come up to this menu button in the top right and click on Restart Audio Engine, and that will generally fix the issues that you're having with Voicemeeter Banana. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope this guide helped. I hope it was quick and simple enough for you guys to follow along with. And I hope that everyone who hears your voice through your microphone enjoys the crisp and quality audio that you're going to be putting out for them. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please leave a rating down below, comment with any constructive criticism, and subscribe for more content in the future. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.